I don't want to make $60,000 a month. And here's why. So, I don't know about you, but I like to scroll around on YouTube and look for how to do things. And yes, I do look for how to make money online. I think most of us do. In fact, I think if you're somebody out there that has not typed into the search bar on YouTube how to make money online, I don't think you're being particularly honest with us. I think everybody's done it. Excuse me. Everybody. There's so many of these videos. Here's how I made $10,000 a month. I made $60,000 a month without doing anything. I made $50,000 a month with AI. I mean, some of those are, if not those titles, if there's not videos with those titles, there's videos with titles really close to that. And then the videos, like, sometimes 8 minutes. And I'm thinking to myself, you cannot show somebody how you did something. You can tell them, I did X and made $60,000 a month. But you can't show them how you did it in 8 minutes. Or even 30 minutes, really. You just can't. There's not a way to do that. At least not realistically. After I've seen about 5 of those, my left eye starts twitching. No joke. I mean, it's just like, I don't believe it. And if you do believe it, I'm sorry, but I'm being real here. They didn't make $50,000 or $60,000 or $10,000 monthly overnight. They're not telling you the full story. In fact, I will bet that probably 96% of those people, it took them years. And if not years, maybe months, but most likely years. I don't want to make that much. I'm not trying to make that much. I just want to make just enough so I can breathe. So I don't have to worry about, is my rent covered? Is my food covered? Are my utilities covered? That's it. And maybe have a little bit left over, $50 or something left over. So if I want to order or have a streaming channel subscription, or if I want to buy a few books, or if I want to buy some art supplies, that's all I'm looking, or put some money in savings. Sorry, I meant to say that at the end. But one of those things, that's all I'm personally looking for. And I think, truthfully, that's probably all any of us are really looking for. I mean, granted, there's people that are just really want to be rich. And yeah, you can get rich online. There are people that have done it. They're just not telling you the truth necessarily, or being completely honest about how long it took them, how many things they had to try before they got to that point. Yeah, not realistic in my opinion. I'm just looking to make enough so I can breathe every month without doing the budget in my head or on paper and saying, well, let's see, I'm short $200 for the rent, or I can't pay my light bill, now what do I do? I don't want to do that. I don't want to be living on a month-to-month situation like that where I don't have money to pay something. Everywhere you look online, people are talking about scaling to 7 figures. I don't want to scale to 7 figures. Like I said, I just want to make enough. Is that you too? You just want to make enough to be able to pay for everything and have a little bit left over? I'll bet there's more of you out there like me that's all you're looking for. I'm a writer. I'm a publisher. I publish books. I work on these videos, and not just like videos like this. I create videos for authors, as part of my freelance work. I create social media graphics. I mean, I do a lot of things that are, even if they're not publishing books that are publisher adjacent or book publishing adjacent. I've also built websites for authors and maintained, and some of them I'm still maintaining, that they pay me to maintain their websites. At this point, I consider myself to be a content creator. I'm just creating things and throwing them out there and hoping that some of them stick. And truthfully, that's what all of these people that are claiming, oh, I found the way to make $50,000 a month or whatever amount you want to talk about. But they don't tell you about all the times they threw spaghetti at the wall and waited. And truthfully, that's everybody. And it's all the time. Because you have to constantly be willing to pivot. When you're a content creator of any kind, you have to be willing to pivot. Let's face it, AI caused many, many, many people to have to pivot. It's changed the world for sure, and not always in a good way. Some of my videos get great views. Some of my videos don't get such great views. That's just the luck of the draw. Some books I write and people love them. Some books they don't. Or I get a mediocre response. That's just the way it goes when you're, creating content. When that's what your livelihood is. Now I do also freelance on top of creating content, but my freelance job is creating content for other authors and helping other authors to get the word out about their books. And I do that not as myself, but through a business owned by somebody else. Anyhow, every little dime helps, and I do have a budget and I keep track. I would be perfectly okay, as I said, with just making enough with a little bit left over. My dream really isn't about being wealthy, being able to buy a house or have a fancy car, or being able to buy name brand expensive clothing, or any of that. I'm not interested in any of that. I just want to have a nice place to live, food to eat, and my bills, my utility bills and stuff paid. And like I said, have some for savings. That's it. I think success, that's more what success means when you're either somebody that works from home or you're a content creator, which that can be both those things, or a freelancer, or even a 9-to-5. Really what you're looking for is to, have enough to be able to sleep at night and not worry. That's what we're all looking for, I think. That's why there's so many retirees on YouTube now, or, like I said, people like myself that were forced to retire. That's why one of the reasons we're doing YouTube, the whole idea is to get our channel monetized. But that's not the only idea. You really don't have to, and that's a whole other video, but you don't have to be monetized to make money with your videos. And there's a lot of videos on YouTube about that. That sounds pretty amazing to me, just having enough to be able to sleep at night and not worry. If money wasn't tied to status or impressing anyone, what would your number be? Let me know in the comments. Have a great day.